Hi and welcome back to Star Conflict Tutorials, and a regular feature dedicated to various in-game ship roles. This time around, we'll cover tackler fighters, ships that are designed to hunt fast enemy interceptors and adaptive shield users. The tacklers are available for the factions of Jericho and the Federation, but the latter got the cream of the crop. You see, the ships of this role require speed and agility above all else, which is a calling card for all Federation craft. Yes, the ships of Jericho do have outstanding shields, but if you can't run clear from an enemy recon or simply dodge enemy fire, even the toughest shield won't be able to protect you for long. There is but one exception here. Your Jericho craft can equip a module by the name of Cruise Engine Modification, which seriously boosts your ship's speed in return for some reduced handling ability. Remember though, you won't be winning any dogfights with this thing on, because once you do enable your afterburners, your craft will handle like a frigate. Let's figure out how your tackler can hurt the enemy team then. Its first offensive module is the Inhibitor Beam. It prevents the enemy from using its afterburners, but unlike the mass propulsion inhibitor, it affects a single target, and only until you disable your module or lose the visual contact with the target. Therefore, keep a close eye on your energy reserves. The beam takes just a second to recharge, but it drains your batteries like crazy. To make your life easier, you can install a voltage regulator or a multi-phase generator. This way, you won't be running out of juice so fast. A different option is called Engine Suppressor. The module has the same basic function to slow the enemy and make it an easy target, but instead of taking out the afterburners, this module cuts down the overall speed of the target ship. The effect is more evident than from the previous module, but the suppressor does not last long, just 8 seconds, after which it turns off for a lengthy cooldown. Coupled with the beam, this module can make pretty much any target near stationary, as long as you choose the right moment to attack. First, you need to make sure that the enemy has no universal modules, or it will simply shake off your slow and debuffs using the Federation's 8 implant. Next is the Sentry Drone. This module allows your tackler to unleash a drone that will automatically engage all targets in a certain radius. Due to its high damage output and projectile speed, this little helper is a mighty tool for dealing with the enemy interceptors. It's very hard to dodge the drone's accurate fire, and it will take a while for most ships to take the drone out for good. But wait, there's a big brother available called Heavy Guard Drone. You will most likely not use it much though. The Heavy Guard Drone hits hard for sure, but its low projectile speed and meager rate of fire means that your drone will be hitting the target only if it travels slowly or is coming straight at you. Down the list is the Target Painter. Yet again, the basic idea is the same as with the beam, but the effect is different. This module makes your target more susceptible to damage. Sadly, the Painter goes through the energy reserves very fast. While it is active, you best forget about afterburners, or you might deplete your batteries entirely. If you use adaptive shields, you best forget about the Painter altogether. Well, this covers all the debuffs. What about modules that can benefit you? The tacklers have just one, the Chameleon. Once activated, your ship becomes invisible for a substantial length of time. When the effect runs out, you get a serious buff to your damage output too. But remember that any damage you suffer will disable your invisibility. So, before using your Chameleon module, please make sure that there are no covered-up ships nearby deploying plasma webs and no guard frigates that can reach you with their pulsar, or you will simply be wasting your valuable skill for nothing. You should pay extra attention to recon ships of your enemies and their spy drones and their micro-locators. Both these modules will prevent you from using your Chameleon. While it is easy to get rid of spy drones by simply scraping your hull a little against any surface or a friendly ship, the micro-locators are a whole different story. You have two options: take the enemy out, or break visual contact by using various debris and asteroids in space. Okay, this is about time we pay a visit to the missile bay. There we have some really good slowing field missiles. As the name implies, these create slowing fields when they explode. Sounds good, right? But wait and consider this. The slowing field affects all ships, your enemies and allies alike, so please equip these only if you're a good shot. Dogfighting buffs should go for a good old singularity generator. If you want to engage your foe at long range, you should get yourself a Gauss cannon, flux phaser, or a unique gravi beamer, which is in turn similar to the ion emitter. But instead of gradually decreasing the resistance to thermal damage, this gun will gradually slow your target down to 50% of its original speed. The damage output is lower, but the range is extended as well. With this gun trait on them, your enemies won't be going far. The optimal build for a tackler looks like this: inhibitor beam, engine suppressor, sentry drone, plus a repair kit or a shield booster. And your perfect target for a tackler is a lone enemy interceptor. Use your chameleon module to approach it undetected, then let loose with your inhibitor beam and engine suppressor. Then finish the job while the enemy can barely move around. Here's a little hint: try and come out from your stealth mode a few seconds before it runs out, because your special module will recharge halfway by that time. Don't rush it. Also, don't forget that Tackler Fighter is the most fragile ship role of its class. If your chameleon and universal module, such as a repair kit or a shield booster, are both on a cooldown, you must avoid dogfighting at all costs. Try to catch your enemies using your inhibitor beam from the longest range possible. In this case, your most important targets are those that attack your allies up close. You might not be able to take out the enemy by yourself, but you can surely protect your ally from some harm. This is it for this episode. See you in space.